awesome. And the goal number 32, Brooklyn Maddox. This is the coaches and we today are Tony Siciliano and Joe Rose. The head coach of the Spartans is Dad Bonino. Now, we're starting the lineup for your Eastern
And welcome back, hockey fans. We have Eastern Michigan hockey once again. The long off season is over, and the Eagles in their new home arena here at Arctic Edge in Canton, Michigan, taking on an in-state rival, the Michigan State Spartans. As Sitterly leaves it for Caitlin Lutz behind the net as she goes around the world with it. Back up towards the top. Nolan backhands that one. And now here come the Spartans. Carey. Mid-ice to Nelson. Nelson couldn't get that pass through. Stolen away by Nolan. Now finding Emma Smith, one of the new freshman additions for the Eagles. So I'm sure you guys can see the bench for the Eagles looking much more full than it did last year. They doubled their roster size, going from 8 skaters to 18. Still have the same 2 goalies from last year. As Maya Berezny pokes that one free, and Siciliano tries to fire that one off the skate of Abby Tumpak. And fighting for it now and come away with the Eagles. Siciliano, center ice. Dumps it down low. Shot on net there. The slap shot on net, saved by Alexis Humphrey. She's starting for the Eagles. It's not even a minute and a half into the game. We have a tripping penalty here. Two minutes for tripping. Heading into the box there is Mackenzie Huber for the Michigan State Spartans. And that was a big talking point for the Spartans last year. They were very heavily penalized last year. They had 185 total penalty minutes in the season last year, just under 10 penalty minutes per game. As they look to break that trend, and it's not starting off in the right direction as the Eagles look to capitalize on the early power play. After we fix the net, of course. Whistle blows, and we are ready to play and drop the puck once again. Italy fighting for it, but she wins that one. As in that short corner, she circles around the net, being pounded there by Megan McLucky. But she finds Caitlin Lutz in that short corner, which the Eagles fans are so familiar with. It's where they ran most of their offense from last year. And good enough, could not keep that in the zone, as the Eagles will be forced to reset. But they played a lot of offense in that deep short corner. Had Sitterly, had Lutz down there, kind of facilitating the offense. As there's Lutz snagging that one out of midair. Finds Maya Berezny backhand on that one, saved by Maddox, starting in net. Brooklyn Maddox for the Michigan State Spartans, and redirected off Glasini's skate, almost into her own net. As Berezny sends that one too far and wide right for Sydney Goodenough. Another new freshman face on this Eagles roster. As the Milford native takes the puck and slides it cross ice to Emma Smith. As Smith all the way coast to coast. As she'll circle the net, tries to wrap it out in front, backhand Sitterly. And a great save from Maddox. She's locked in, and it's a great scoring chance for the Eagles' second leading goal scorer last year. Sitterly had 33 goals last year. That puck bouncing around the front of the net. Avery Rutherford couldn't get there. And Smith will backhand that one around the back of the net. And cleared out of the zone. Anderson and Leonard will come off for the Spartans, and they'll send 3 new skaters on. As the Eagles look to reset, Kalina Cochran will send that cross ice to another new face is Reese Hastings. Nearly loses the puck, and that pass too far for Rutherford, and Siciliano will slide it towards the Eagle zone. As Leah Fontana will send that one right at Alexis Humphreys, who freezes that puck up for the Eagles. 3.5 gone, 16:30 left to go in the game, in the first period, not in the game. A lot of offense, a lot of action here. Goalies are playing well. Nerves are high. It's the first game for the Eagles in the Division I here, as they got the approval from the NCAA. As they were D2 last year, went 18-0-1 as a D2 club. As poking that one free. It's EJ Middendorf, who will kind of harass Megan McLucky. Taken back behind the net, sent towards the net. As McLucky and Bree Rumps go at it behind the net. Ref's going to blow the whistle on that, and an extra shove at the end from Megan McLucky. And Bree Rumps looks like she's going to the box for 2 minutes. Eagles could do nothing on their power play. The Spartans will look to capitalize now on the Bree Rumps penalty. Eagles had 106 total penalty minutes last year, and they were the 8th most penalized team in Division II. Only averaging about 6 penalties, but still one of the most penalized teams, as I'm sure Coach Taylor would love to crack down on that. Is out in front, and diving save is Humphrey, spinning around, making the save. It's still loose. Sliding around. She spins, tries to get her glove on it. Did she get it? She did. And freezes it up. Alexis Humphreys. What a save. Off the face-off, right out the gates of the penalty kill for the Eagles, and Humphreys playing great to start the game, keeping this game 0-0 on some great scoring opportunities for the Spartans. Now Leonard's got the puck, makes a nice deke move. And she'll take that one down into the short corner. As that puck bounces around towards the net, behind the net, and now looking to be cleared by Sitterly, as she'll send that one down the ice as Leonard knocks that puck down, and the ref's whistle is blown. Full line change here for the Spartans. Tupac and Sitterly going off the ice. Four on five, a minute 21 left in the penalty kill for the Eagles. Offensive zone draw, and the Spartans win that one as Bassini takes the puck behind her net, slides it to Princeton. Princeton last year, an incredible season. So send that one towards the net, rebounded. Knocked around. Humphreys diving around, out in front, bouncing around and saved. Great save. Humphreys up to the task and a big hit on the boards. And that puck is cleared and sent way across ice as Bassini will go to pick it up. Avery Rutherford playing some little pressure defense on this, as now the Spartans look to make one last push. 30 seconds left. Cleared away by Lutz. Picked up in the neutral zone. Huber slides it. Fired on net. Blocker save. Alexis Humphreys up to the task once again. Slides it across. One-time attempt. Almost, but Abby Yesh couldn't get her stick on that one, and it went to the corner. As Berezny picks it up, just under 10 seconds on the penalty kill, as she'll send that one all the way back down, where Glacini will pick up the puck and look to reset. Slides it cross ice to Siciliano. She goes to Kiera Motter, who's skating with the puck through the neutral zone down the right sideline, right in front of the Eagles bench. Big hit, picked up by the Eagles. Bree Rumps out of the penalty box looking to make amends. As she takes this one, 1-on-3, has it poked away. Josie Lindhall on that play. As Asher Princeton, mentioned her earlier, she'll send that one down in towards the Eagles zone. Princeton last year, great season. Led the team as the lead. She leads the team in assists with 34 career assists, 18 goals in her career as well. As Leonard skates with that one down the right bench line. As Emma Smith couldn't get her stick on that puck, and Rob Lesky takes it back into her zone, resets. Leonard Cross ice back to Robleski. And she goes, Kiera Motter couldn't get her stick down enough. The pass was too far out in front. Good enough, almost left it right in front of Humphreys. As she'll send it back to Nolan, right where she came from. Goes to Berezny, who loses it. Robleski in the middle. Knocked down by Good enough as she makes a great defensive play. And off the boards and out of bounds, that puck goes. 12:43 to go as we'll have a stoppage in play. Physical game so far between these two in-house rivals. A lot of action. It's what you love to see if you're a hockey fan here. Excited to have the season start once again. As this face-off will come from the glove side of Humphreys. Fontana wins that one for the Spartans as it's trying to get fired on. Net but can't as E.J. Middendorf got her skate and stick in the way. Down goes McLucky. And the bouncing puck comes free to Caden Burtz. Galassini now, right corner. She loses it. Scrum ensuing as the puck comes loose. Here comes Bassini again as Middendorf takes her down. More physical now from D2 to D1 of the Eagles. A lot of hits so far that you've seen as that puck. McLucky will launch it down towards short corner where Burtz cleans it up. Now here come the Eagles. Slid cross ice, intercepted. Great play there by Princeton once again. Is now McLucky will fire that one. As that puck slid across the ice, nobody was there. Spartans were in the midst of a change. Middendorf's just making our presence felt. She is all over the ice, body checking everywhere. As Burtz will stop that one right in front of that and circle around. Fires off the boards. They can't clear as the Spartans make a great play. Nikki Siciliano kept that one in the zone as the Eagles finally did clear, and now icing will be called. Face-off coming from the glove side here of Brooklyn Maddox. She's played a great game with the shots she's faced. As the Eagles win that one, Lila Wolford makes her first contribution to her first college game. As Princeton finds it, chops at it, batted down out of the air. Layla Wolford again, keeping it in the zone, but the Spartans do clear. As taken down was Wolford. Aaron Schilly tripped her up, no call as the puck goes cross ice and down into the short corner. But the Eagles are able to poke around and clear, but Spartans go cross ice with it, wristed on net, and Humphreys flashes the leather and freezes that one up. And the fans are loving it. Alexis Humphreys had a few of those last year where she just stuck the glove out there, swung it in, froze the puck up right after. A little dramatic flair on that one. Just to get the game going here with 10:46 remaining. Face-off won by the Spartans. Just firing that one on net was Carey. Went wide. Fighting around in the short corner now. Chops towards Humphreys, so she'll routinely pass that one off of her pad and skate. A little deke move now. Nolan. Stolen away in the offensive zone. Eagles looking a little sloppy. Didn't have this many turnovers last year. Is taken down on the backside of the nice, and a penalty will be called for tripping. I think that's going to be Nolan heading to the box. Eagles with two foul penalties in the first nine and a half minutes, almost 10 minutes now. Spartans with one. 3 total penalties in under 10 minutes here in this physical game. As this puck drop coming from the glove side of Humphreys once again. And the Eagles win that face-off draw as they'll send that one across around the backside Now scrum coming out as the puck does clear the zone, picked up by Siciliano. And taking down Huber. She'll fire one towards the net. Went wide left of Humphreys. Had an opening on that one. Just pushed it a little bit too far wide. As once again they come fighting along the long side of the boards. Cross ice as it's loose in the middle of the rink here as the Spartans take it down. And send it around the backside of the net, and the Eagles clear all the way down to the left side. Maddox comes out of her crease to pick it up, and she'll send that one opposite side, and here comes Mater. Kiera Mater goes cross ice with Princeton as she drifts towards that left side. Shot almost a fadeaway on that one. Had it blocked, didn't even reach the net. It's behind the net of Battle. Picked up by Irish Newland. And now Lutz will chuck it the length of the ice. Just a little wider than that would have almost been shot on goal. It's picked up by Mia Galassini. Sends it crossover. Looking for Nikki Siciliano, but they weren't on the same page. Luckily, no Eagles were down there. Now here come the Spartans. Kiera Mater. Right side, sends it towards Humphreys. Knocks it away with the stick. Eagles looking to clear. Kept in the zone. Great play by Clara Leonard. As she'll stop and reset, turn around. Up top to Siciliano. She'll fire one. Humphreys with a pad save. Out in front. Batted around. And Alexis Humphreys up to the task here. A lot of shots on goal so far for the Spartans. Eagles not used to this form of defensive game. They ran the table last year in D2. I mentioned earlier they were 18-0-1. Averaged 7 goals a game. Their average score last year was 7-1. So a little different change of pace for the Eagles this year. Is out in the open slot was Rob Lesky, and that one hit a stick on the way in. As that one goes careening off the boards and out of play with 7:47 left in the first period. Faceoff is won by the Eagles as they look to clear and keeping it in the zone. A great save by Elizabeth Petrosky. And out in front in the slot, up to McLucky as she'll chop that one into the corner where it goes nearly behind the net and picked up. Out into the slot, shot on Humphreys. And once again saves and freezes it up. A little backhand speed shot in a way. Almost caught Humphreys off guard, but down in the butterfly, able to get the pad on it and covered it up and froze it up with 7:24 to go. Has taken this draw is Ava Schuster for the Spartans. And Layla Wolford for the Eagles. As it's trapped in the short corner. It's around the boards it comes as it's freed. Cormier picks it up. Almost has that one stolen away from her. And she'll break free down and chop it towards the short corner of the Spartans. Was taken away by Goodenough. Knocked on her own player. Cormier to the backhand, a toe drag. And went wide. A great move. Just put it a little too far wide as Wienik tries to clear. And she can't. It's just knocked away by Regan Nolan. Nolan was one of the premier defensemen in the league last year. Incredible plays. Chase down saves, anything you could have want. She was the one doing it for the Eagles last year. As that puck's backhanded and out, it goes. Fighting for it is Galassini with Berezny. Maya Berezny joined the team late last year, turned 18 halfway through the season, wasn't able to play until then. And she had a great season last year, 13 goals and 12 assists in just under 15 games or so, as McLucky will pick that puck up. Somehow getting it through the zone there is Allie Nelson. As Nelson, coast to coast, has it poked away at the last moment, right before she shot, and it's loose in front of the slot and picked up by the Eagles. Berezny Sends that one right at the defenseman. That's Josie Lindahl. Batted around and Carey's got it. She'll go cross ice to Gibson. Robleski, excuse me. As then she'll just send that one around where Humphreys comes out of her crease, picks it up. And now out in front it goes. Knocked away by Abby Tumpak. And Siciliano pump fake, circles around, sends it towards the slot, and here comes Princeton. Dancing around, wraps around, sends it to the slot, batted around, and they score! The Spartans come away with the first goal of the game as they draw first blood here. 1-0 on the goal is Nikki Siciliano, giving the Spartans an early 1-0 lead with 5:18 left in the first period. A great pass, all set up there by Asher Princeton as she went coast to coast, circled around the net, slid it to the slot, and Siciliano, right place, right time, just sends that one past Humphreys. Humphreys played a good game so far, but the volume of shots she's faced in this first period, one of them was bound to go in for the Spartans. They had ample scoring chances and finally capitalized on one as Birch absolutely destroying Huber down the right side as Reese Hastings battles for it. And now here come the Spartans. Josie Lindahl was leading that charge. Has backhanded that one towards the net, and Humphreys will freeze that one up, and we'll get another stoppage here. As Leah Fontana's shot was frozen up. Face-off draw coming from the blocker side this time of Humphreys. The Spartans win that draw. And clearing the zone are the Eagles now as that puck dancing through the center ice is picked up by Bree Rumps. She circles around. Down in front goes Hastings. Princeton picks it up. Sends it towards the slot, and the Spartans looking to clear. Poking it free is Huber. As she comes in, Caden Birch giving charge as defense. Huber shot and frozen up and saved. As Alexis Humphreys freezes up another one. Full line change here for the Eagles. This face-off coming from the glove side of Alexis Humphreys. Rutherford in on that draw, couldn't win it for the Eagles as that puck sent towards the net, saved by Humphreys, battered around, another save. Still free right in the slot, backhanded around. Finally comes free. The Eagles look to clear. Sidderly couldn't get her hands on that pass. Is giving it chase with Anderson as Sidderly picks it up one-on-one. Fires that one. Leonard was there, got in the way as Kiera Motter picks up the loose puck and sends it cross ice. Where Caitlin Lutz, the leading goal scorer for the Eagles last year, ended with 34 in just 18 regular season games. Incredible from her. As Goodenough picks that puck up. Too far for Campbell on that pass. Lutz drops it back. Goodenough. She'll circle around, go backhand off the boards. Motter fighting with Goodenough down there with Leah Fontana as they both went down to the ice and the puck exits the zone. McLucky to Classini. And around the boards it goes now. Spartans change. Too far. Sydney Heater couldn't get her stick on that one. Another freshman for the Eagles, and what a great poke check. Karina Cochran came in, poked that one free. Would have had a free, wide open one-on-one with Alexis Humphreys for the Spartans. Couldn't, is that puck wide open in the middle of the slot. Nobody could find it. It's Morgan Cormier will send that one a little too far for Cochran. As Nelson goes toe-to-toe with Layla Wolford on this scrum. And the puck comes free towards the Eagles, and down goes Cochran. And Galassini will pick it up. She'll slide it. Cross ice shot. Went wide on that one from Carey. So Eagles tried to clear, couldn't. Carey kept it in the zone, dumped it down. Another scrum coming out of the left side here as that puck is shot on net towards Humphries. She'll get the glove over top and freeze it up. And Sydney Heater shoving people away from her goalie. Coming onto the ice is Josie Lindahl for the Spartans, and the Eagles looking to make almost a full line switch here. Face-off is batted around and eventually finds its way to the short corner once again. Seems where both these teams like to live today. As around the world it goes to the other side. Fighting for it as that one just comes loose. Picked up out of nowhere by Josie Lindahl, out of the air. Dropped it down, keeping it in the zone for the Spartans. A minute 47 left. As out in the slot that one goes. Never got a shot as now Maya Berezny looks to clear. As it kind of poked away from her by Avery Hayward. And back down into the Eagles zone. Eagles playing on their heels today. Like I said earlier, not what they're used to. As Berezny looks to make a deep move and couldn't. A great play there by Josie Lindahl. As she'll clear the zone as well. Poking it free from Berezny. And all the way down we go. As the ref's whistle will blow. And the Eagles, another full line switch. Spartans making definitely a couple subs here as icing. Back down we go into the Spartan zone. Eagles need to win this face-off and kind of capitalize off the opportunity that they have here with a minute 20 to go. Looking to tie this game up. Middendorf going at this face-off with Aaron Schilly. Puck is dropped. Runts came in to kind of try to pick up the loose puck. She couldn't. It's chopped around, battered around in the slot, and picked up by Nikki Siciliano. She has one today, looking to make it two. Wristed on net and pad save there from Humphries. Middendorf finding the loose puck after the rebound. Off the boards. Sent around net. Rumps trying to get it. She couldn't, or Hastings couldn't get there. As she'll fight with two Spartans, and coming free is the puck. As Gracie Anderson sends that one down towards short corner. As it finally comes free to Leonard. Leonard sending that one deep into the zone there by Abby Yesh as it circles around and just out of the zone. Ref says it was in. Displeasure from the Eagles fans. That looked like it had crossed the blue line. Ref says it was still partially on there. 15 seconds left in the first period. As the Spartans looking to add one extra one right at the end. Can they do it? Off the boards it goes. And poking it free there was Rumps. As Bree Rumps will just send that one with 2 seconds to the corner and ice out the rest of this first period, which had a lot of action. And the Eagles, for the first time in D1, are down 1-0 to the Michigan State Spartans. We'll see you after. Puck slides out of the zone, and Berezny couldn't pick it up. Now she does. Slides it to Abby Tumpach. As Smith now tries to toe drag through the defense. And behind the net with the puck goes Aaron Schilly. And battles for it with Berezny up in the air right over Costella's head. And now here come the Spartans breaking out. One-on-one wrist shot. Fired just wide. Rebound. And it's in the back of the net. And the Spartans score once again. 2-0 MSU with 18:27 to go. And that goal brought to you by Mackenzie Huber for the Spartans, number 23. Got the long shot rebound and just rifled in that one right past Alexis Humphreys. Humphreys last year had a 9.92% save percentage. Incredible last year. Maybe some first game jitters. It's just let up 2 so far in the first period and into a minute into the second now. It was battling for it down in the right short corner. Comes free and around the boards it goes. Back behind the net. Fighting for it with a couple Spartans as it goes towards the center. Right in the slot. And Eagles looking to clear Layla Wolford. She'll lose that one. Poked away and free. And Hubert's got the puck once again. Sending another one towards the net. Off the skater. Birch up into the netting. And we have a stoppage in play for an out-of-bounds puck. Neutrals and Spartans right there in front of the boards as Leonard looks to do something with it. Great move around Heater. Is now up on the ice, and here comes the Spartans. Fired on Humphreys. Save made there. Olivia Reineck had a great scoring opportunity there, and Yesh picks up the puck once again in the loose short corner. Fired on net by Reineck. Open. Leonard finds the loose puck, drops down to one knee at the blue line. Just sends it down into that short corner. She'll come off, and Siciliano comes on. As out in the slot, that one goes Anderson. Trying to harass Wolford, find for that puck. It is picked up by the Spartans. Gracie Anderson all the way around. Fires that one wide. Lutz calling for it. Off the boards, and what a defensive play there from Siciliano. Saw Lutz as she came onto the ice. As Lutz is offsides, couldn't touch that one. And Josie Lindahl looking to break free as Nolan finds that loose puck. Lutz sending that one deep down behind the net for Shitterly to fight forward against Nikki Siciliano. She's got to go for the Eagles. As Lutz in the slot, and a save made by Maddox. Lutz got that one in close. Kept in the zone by Costello. She'll battle around for it, and Shitterly finds the puck behind the net. Cross ice to Cochran. That puck goes way wide. Costello picks it up, sends it opposite ice, almost falls down. Around the boards it goes and just out. Cochran couldn't keep it in. As she'll drop down a Spartan. That would be Kiera Motter, and the ref's arm is in the air. Skater coming on the ice as Maddox comes off. Extra skater with a delayed penalty here as the Spartans will circle around, looking to not even have to go on the penalty kill or penalty power play. But that puck is touched there by Avery Rutherford, sophomore assistant captain. She had a good season last year, 12 goals, 13 assists, 25 points in total. As the Eagles will go back on the penalty kill for the third time tonight. And they're already down 2-0 with 14-14 to go in the second period. Faceoff is won by the Spartans. 5-on-4 down to the ice. Goes good enough. No call on that one. It's a physical game we have here. These two do not like each other. In-house rivals, like I mentioned earlier, and that puck just barely goes off sides to the displeasure there of Bassini. She thought she kept it in. Ref viewed it otherwise, as we'll have a neutral zone face-off draw here. Nelson and Abby Toonpak going at this one. You haven't heard a lot from Abby Toonpak. It's not often you don't hear from someone who had 32 assists last year. The number 2 in the assists, only behind Sam Sitterly, who had 35. As that puck is fired on net and blockered away out in front, and Humphreys got her pad to that post, slid over beautifully. As Toonpak looking to pick up the loose puck on short-handed, and she'll take down Huber. Ref's arm is in the air, and Abby Toonpak's going to go to the box for 2, and it's going to be 5-on-3 for the Spartans. Eagles getting frustrated here. You can tell, visibly frustrated on the ice. 4th penalty today. Like I said, last year, 18-0-1, 7 goals a game. They virtually walked through every opponent they faced until the Natties. And not the same story here, as they made the jump from D2 to D1. Seems to be a big jump here. It's 2-0 with 13:23 in the second period. As Rutherford comes back on the ice, as Lutz comes off. As the Spartans win that draw off the boards, it goes. Picked up by Princeton. She's the reason they had their first goal. She did the same thing where she circled the net, threw it out in the slot, except she lost it there, but then throws it to the slot. Made it all the way through, all the way to Schuster. Now it's loose, right in the neutral zone. Back down to that short corner. Battling forward, and it's picked up by Rumps as she skates it around and goes backhands, chasing after it, giving chase. That's some fight you like to see from your transfer, your senior transfer. One of 2 transfers on this Eagles team, oldest member of this Eagles team. And a big hit on the boards by Rumps. And down goes Princeton, and absolutely laying the wood on that hit right in front of me. Off the boards, and Rumps skates off. And on the ice, a little late comes Berezny, as it's 5-on-3 here. It's Berezny, such a bolt of lightning, and down to the ice, no tripping call. Toonpak comes back on the ice, penalty is over. Good enough picks it up as she skates down towards the left side. Going backhand, Leonard just bets that one away easy. Off the boards it goes, kept in the zone by Emma Smith, and now picking up the puck is good enough. Just chopped at it towards Maddox, where McLucky picks it up, makes a great move to the right side, passes it up forward. Princeton wanted that a little earlier, couldn't go into the zone without the puck, had to wait, couldn't complete that pass, but it doesn't matter. The Spartans in the zone, beautiful move from Gosini, sends it out front, sprawling save from Humphreys off the pad. As it goes round and out, giving chase Allie Nelson. And EJ Middendorf as Nelson slides it around, goes cross ice for Huber. Ref's arm in the air. Whistle is blown, and we should have an icing call here. Puck comes all the way back down to the Spartan zone. Eagles really needing a burst here. Who's going to come through and capitalize? I mean, obviously choices. You go to your leading goal scorer, Caitlin Lutz, but someone's got to make a play in a game for the Eagles that haven't held lots of opportunities. As Hastings slides it to the center, and Middendorf wasn't looking for it in turnover. And now here comes Gosini giving chases. Rumps back on the ice, got megged, and oh my goodness, Gosini. An absolutely beautiful move. It goes wide, and off the boards it gets frozen up. With just under 11 minutes to go, 10:50 on the clock. Two nothing Michigan State here in the new arena for the Eagles, as I mentioned earlier. Arctic Edge in Canton, as that faceoff is won and taken nearly into the slot instantly. by Olivia Reineck. And now battling for it. It's loose in the neutral zone. Here's Caitlin Lutz. Chips that one. Down to the ice she goes, and it gets frozen up. Tried chipping it around Leonard. She did that last year, where she slides it one side, and there's a quick burst of speed. And if anyone's got speed on this team, it's Maya Berezny and Caitlin Lutz. And so just insta speed around them. Find the loose puck and gets an easy one-on-one with the goalie. Is that puck chopped around and scored off the face-off? Caitlin Lutz. I said it earlier, you go to your leading goal scorer for a burst of energy. Nearly held one on that breakaway, and this time chops at the loose puck off the face-off and finds its way right over the blocker side of Maddox. And the Eagles look to have new life as it's 2-1 with 10:29 to go in the second period. As she is fired up on the bench. Look at them go. And the Eagles needing to capitalize on this energy. The first Division I goal for Lutz, the first Division I goal for the Eagles. As Maya Berezny looks to make a move, turns that one over. Picked up by Leah Fontana. And that one goes cross ice now, looking to make something happen is Campbell. As now it's just frozen up in a scrum on that short corner. Both teams love to play through this short corner, as this is why out in the near slot and saved by Humphreys. A great scoring opportunity. As Tumpach looks to clear off the boards, could not get it through the legs of Lindahl. A great play by her. As Birch will pick up the loose puck in her own zone. Couldn't clear, kept in by the Spartans. The Spartans have done that so well tonight, where the Eagles look to clear and they just can't quite get it out of the zone. As I'm talking about it, Josie Lindahl does it again. As that one goes off the post, off the crossbar, and sent into the corner. But when you're playing as tenacious defense as the Spartans are, you're going to get your more scoring chances. That one nearly went in, and that's a lot of the reason why the Spartans are leading this game, as once again keeping it in the zone. Is Siciliano. She had the first goal of the game, and finally the Eagles are able to clear, but not for long, as Lindahl sends that one back in. Smith dropped her stick. Siciliano was in that way, knocked it off. As Siciliano picks up the bouncing and loose puck in her own zone. Eagles making a full line switch here. And here come the Spartans. Princeton in, fires. Save made by Humphreys. So the backhand now. Diving save is Humphreys on the ground. A great move in there. Ref's arm in the air. Delayed penalty. Maddox skates got all the way to her bench. Then the Eagles touched it, and now she's got to skate all the way back after that. Hustle play by her. Maddox has had a great game so far, other than the chop by Lutz. Has saved everything she's seen. Great game. She's got the lightning green helmet, and she is playing lightning fast in the crease, getting from post to post, reading it well, seeing the puck very well. And she's a large part of the reason as well why the Spartans have the lead. We can include her in the defense. But it's just the Eagles are having such a tough time clearing the zone, and the Spartans playing so well, controlling the blue lines. It seems like every time there's a loose puck in the neutral zone, the Spartans come away with it. The Eagles trying to clear. They can't. Kept in the zone by Siciliano. Just as I'm talking about it, they just keep doing it. As the Eagles' fifth penalty of the night. A little too physical, maybe. Maybe that's what you want as your team is down 2-1. You want a little bit of fight. As that one bounces around in the slot, down to the ice. The puck was free. As the net got jarred off the poles that it's on. We'll have a stoppage in play to fix that. Quick fix for the refs. Tumpach and Siddeley skate off the ice as the Spartans still rolling with Siciliano, Leonard, Princeton and their main penalty power play group, I should say, as E.J. Middendorf picks that puck up. Excuse me, that was Sydney Goodenough. Battle for it now. Comes to Leonard at the blue line. She sends that one back to where it came from Princeton. Goes cross ice. Fired on that one. And another glove save from Humphreys on Nikki Siciliano, looking for her second. Humphreys once again flashed in the leather. Like I said, she's got a very strong glove side. Uses the glove well. And freezes that puck up with 7:37 in a second. 1-2 game. Face off won by the Eagles as Nolan tries to clear. Once again can't. Siciliano drops it off for Leonard, who goes cross ice for Robleski, and she'll send that one blocked by Goodenough. And then clearing that one away all the way down, technically on net for Regan Nolan. As the Spartans look to reset, and Siciliano sends one towards Princeton. Offsides is the call here, as Ava Schuster just went in a little too quickly. Icing is the call since Schuster went in too quickly. Couldn't touch the puck and had to go all the way down into the neutral zone, or into the Eagle zone. As this faceoff's coming from the stick and blocker side of Maddox. This is where same side that Lutz just scored the goal from. But Princeton having none of that as she just backhands that instant faceoff draw into her corner. Siciliano sends it to Leonard around net. Goes cross ice to Robleski. And she'll send that one to Princeton off her stick. Would have had an open lane to their net. Just lost it as Goodenough picks it up, chops at it. Keeping it in the zone is Glassini. Down to the ice goes Emma Smith with Glassini as a slap shot ripped on just wide of the net by Princeton. What a move from Glassini. Another one as she sends that one towards the net. It's redirected out in front. Bounced in front of Alexis Humphreys, and she'll get a pad on it and then cover it up with the glove. 6:27 to go. With 1 second left on this penalty kill for the Eagles. Just about all the way cleared. Let's see if the Spartans win this draw. They do not, as Nolan will send that one cross ice. Looking for Cochran right out of the box. And then fighting with Glassini, and that puck is tipped up and into the Spartan bench. And we'll have another stoppage in play with 6:17 to go. Newland Birch coming on for the Eagles as Spartans not making any subs at this break. They lead in this game 2-1. And we'll have a neutral zone draw here since that's right where the puck went out. And the Spartans once again win that faceoff. But Glassini couldn't do much with it. And Birch will fire it, goes off the boards. And icing waved off. And down goes Cochran. Ankle breaking from McLucky. But there was Iris Newland as she took that one away from McLucky. Had an opportunity to do something. Kind of found herself stranded in that short corner. As that one is rifled right past the glove of Humphreys. What a shot. Avery Hayward, the freshman. Her first ever goal as a Division I hockey player. Avery Hayward, we just saw magic. Oh my goodness, what a shot as that one gets rifled. Upper 90, and the Spartans go up 3-1 with 6:09 to go. You love to see that. You love to see them get their first goal. So happy on the bench. Teammates love it. Just a great moment for the Spartans to celebrate their teammate Avery Hayward on that goal. She picture perfect first goal. As that puck is escaping the zone all the way down to the Spartan zone, where coming out of it was Lindahl. and she clears. As now here come the Spartans. As Olivia Reineck sends that one towards the slot and saved by Humphreys. Has turned it over. Taken away by the Spartans. Avery Yesh took that one away. And firing that one on net. Save made by Humphreys by Lindholm. Siciliano at the point. Sees that one cross ice. Costello picks it up. Around the boards it goes. Hounding defense from the Spartans once again. As Nolan just kind of kicked that one with the backhand. Costello looking to pick it up. Sitterly. Nobody was there on that kind of pass attempt. Finally out of the Eagle zone it goes, and Sitterly just missed that one. Turned over and picked up by Ava Schuster. She goes around the net. Nolan giving chase. Schuster still with it. Towards the slot. Open. Shot went wide. Went towards that left post. Humphreys was skating or sliding away from it. Just went wide. As that one's wristed towards that far corner. Keeping it in the zone there is Anderson. As now it's behind the net. Still battling for it. Now it's picked up and sent all the way back down. Maddox puts her glove in the air, and icing is called. 4:10, 1-3 second period. Spartans leading the Eagles. And this was what the Eagles kind of looked like at the end of the second period. A little tired. They're not used to this heavy defense game that they're having to play right now. Spartans are just hounding defense in the offensive zone, keeping it in the offensive zone, which is leading to a lot of scoring chances, which is why they're up 3-1. As Sitterly will send that one towards the net, went back behind Leonard, up to Princeton. They still go cross ice. And, down to the ice goes Mackenzie Huber. It was a 1-on-3, and she got tangled up with a few Eagles. Picking up the puck now is Glacini. She goes off the boards to Shilly. And Huber makes a great move. Sends it to Princeton, who lost that one, couldn't get her stick on it. And now here come the Eagles. Tumpac, like I said, second in assists last year for the Eagles. As the captain, Blair Leonard, makes a great defensive play behind the net, taking that puck away. As Princeton will send that one all the way around the world. And then finds her own loose puck back behind the net. 3 Eagles converge on her. And coming away with that puck is Iris Newland, freshman out of Ontario. Making her first start in her Division I career as good enough. EJ Middendorf slides through, gets tangled up with McLucky. And Princeton could not quite get to that neutral zone puck. And Nolan makes two great deke moves. In on McLucky, a third, goes to the outside, fired that one off the post. As then that one's rifled from the blue line. It's loose out in front. Rumps was given chase, trying to poke it free, couldn't. And into the neutral zone it goes, where Roblewski tied up with Nolan until Rumps comes in and gives a little bit of help. Eagles have that puck. Sending that puck way around was Hastings. Dropped off towards Glacini. So rifle one. A lot of traffic out in front. Couldn't quite get there. Eagles looking to break out. Rumps and Hastings 2-on-1 with McLucky. Firing! Save made with the glove by Maddox on Hastings. As that slides out in front. Nolan. She did this a lot last year. Didn't get to the net as it's battled around and down to the ice goes Cochran. As I said, a physical game. Whistle blew, late hit as that puck was frozen up by Maddox. And we're getting a full line switch from the Spartans here. And Megan McLucky gets a 2-minute penalty for that late hit. So the Eagles, a minute 49, if they don't score in this period, they'll have 11 seconds of layover penalty time going into the third. But I'm sure Coach Taylor and Coach Leah would love to see. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful move. Short-handed, and Regan Nolan once again, like I said, top tier defenseman, did that all last year. Just great defensive play after great defensive play, stopping breakaways. That's her MO, and she does it so well. But I'm sure even the Eagles team would love to send this one, and it's out in front, and Lutz scores again! And Caitlin Lutz with her second. And you give a big hug to Sam Sitterly in the slot, who sent that bouncing puck to Lutz. Maddox was just slightly out of position, and Lutz willing her team back into this game. The celebrations, gotta love it from Caitlin Lutz. She gets so animated, so fun to watch. And it's now 2-3 with a minute 17 to go in the second period. And once again, the Eagles right back in it.
Eagles goal scored by number 28, Lewis.
There's that puck, one off the face-off, instant shot right down to Humphreys. So she'll get the blocker or the glove on that one, and then throws it up. It was right down out in front of her. Just instantly won that face-off. Great move and sent that one towards Humphreys, but she was up to the task and made that save. I was looking to clear are the Eagles, and they do. As giving chase is Sydney Heater. Icing waved off. As the Spartans look to clear, it's turned over. Heater sent that one just a little wide. This Costello goes down to the ice as it exits the zone, and the Eagles are forced to reset. Big collision there from Newland. As Hayward will find that loose puck, fighting with good enough in that short corner. Spartans switching, making changes. Lindahl, and she'll send that one back down. It bounces, hits the back of the net. Cochran will look to pick it up off the corner. Sends it just a little too far out of the way of Peter as she lays down Josie Lindahl. Bounces right back up. Around the boards it goes. Cross ice through, poked away. A great defensive play. Mia Glassini saw the pass coming, bolted right to it, almost diving on the ice. Got her stick in the way and poked it free. Poked it away, I should say. Would have been a great breakaway attempt for the Eagles. They couldn't quite connect on that pass. Shilley and Avery Rutherford going at this one as Aaron Shilley wins that one, and it's sent all the way down to end this period. Both goals from either team. 2 goals from either team, I should say, as this period ends. Spartans still in the lead, playing some very, very good hockey.